Hello, welcome to M's Kitchen. It is a rather grey, cold and wet day outside, so I'm looking for something which is a bit uh, more like comfort food, which is still wholesome and healthy, and then I can have later. So I've got these overripe bananas, as you can see, really ripe bananas, just about the point where you kind of have to either use them or throw them away. So I'm going to do a variation of banana bread, and I'm doing a variation which is ginger and chocolate banana bread. So first things first, I'm going to mash these bananas. So I've literally just taken a fork, put them in this dish and just squash them down. Now, as you can see, they're really sugary, which is exactly the way you want them for this recipe. Okay, so I'm just going to, before starting the rest of this recipe, just quickly talk you through the remainder of the ingredients. What I've got here is I've got 125 grams of unsalted butter. You can replace this with margarine if you're trying to avoid animal products. I have got 250 mils of caster sugar. I've got 125 mils of brown sugar. I have got 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of syrup. I have got 2 eggs. These are just medium eggs that I've broken the shells off and I've beaten it with a fork. I have got 5 mils of cinnamon. You can also replace this with nutmeg. I have got 10 mils, 2 teaspoons of ginger. I have got half a cup, 125 mils worth of, these are almonds. You can use any nuts that you'd like, and I've just roughly chopped these. And I have taken 2 cups of self-raising flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, and then 3 mils of bicarbonate of soda. All I've got in this bowl is I have got 125 grams of butter. I've added 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and then I am just going to beat that, and I'm going to be gradually adding firstly the caster sugar and then the brown sugar. And now that it's reached this kind of consistency, I'm going to be adding the banana and also the beaten eggs to this gradually. Now at this stage, this mixture is really thick, so I'm going to just add in 2 tablespoons of milk. You can increase this depending on if it's really thick. You also can add in 5 mils of vanilla. I am going to be adding in some almond extract because I don't happen to have any vanilla in the house at the moment, and I'm just doing this by eye, but you need about 5 mils, so that's just 1 teaspoonful. Okay, so this mixture is quite thick now. As you can see, it's a proper thick cake mix. I'm just using a spatula just to make sure all the flour and everything else from the side is mixed into this, and as you can see, it's really lovely and rich and chocolatey. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cupful of, these are just flaked almonds that I've just roughly chopped. I'm keeping with the almond theme, and I'm just using the spatula just to lightly mix this in, and I'm going to then transfer this to a baking dish. Now, what I've got is I've got a silicone container. Now this is just slightly bigger than a bread pan. It's more like a bread cake pan. I find that if you're going to use you can use a normal bread loaf, but I find that it takes longer to bake, and it's actually better to have a flatter dish like this. It bakes more consistently, it stops the top from burning, and it just generally gives a better result. So I'm just transferring this mixture into this container, and then this will then go into the oven now, a normal oven 180 for roughly 45 minutes to an hour. I have a convection fan oven, so it'll probably be in mine. I've set it to 160, and it'll probably be in there about 45 minutes to an hour. And then this gives the most incredible fragrant bread cake banana heaven you can imagine. Don't worry about the top being completely level. It's actually quite nice. It settles itself pretty well in the oven generally, but it's just, I quite like the fact that it looks a bit rustic. It's not completely all the same size. If that bothers you, by all means do flatten it completely. I like to have a bit of texture. I think that gives it its natural appeal, and whatever you do, enjoy this because it's going to be great. Taken out the chocolate banana gingerbread cake from the oven. It smells absolutely amazing. Best thing about any kind of bread cake is that it forms this amazing sort of split crack across the middle. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to leave this to cool in the silicone container for the next sort of 15 minutes or so until it is cooled down, and I'll turn this out. You can eat this just like you can eat a cake. Typically any kind of banana bread is better if you leave it for a few days. Put it in an airtight container. It gets lovely and soft and kind of rich and melts in the middle. And again, just to recap, our chocolate banana gingerbread cake. And do have a go. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. You want us to share more recipes, let us know. And thank you for watching.